I am Dr. Paneerselvam.
My dear friends, as I mentioned in the last video, what are the ideal funding for running the program very smoothly, successfully, giving benefits to your clients, the rural clients and urban clients? They are coming under the poverty ridden communities. The program could be funded either by MPT, the Mutual Benefit Trust. There we will have almost all shareholders, community owned program, and community will be held responsible, and community presence and community existence is found everywhere. So through which you can charge only very minimum rate of interest, and whatever the profit generated, that will always be distributed among all the shareholders, especially the community. See, this is one of the wonderful program, and this was also in the beginning started in Bangladesh and Kenya and other countries. So, what is the benefit of the program is the people who work for this program will be more community concerned and not for profit maximization, but for poverty alleviations. So, who are the most viable, sustainable beneficiaries? The community, the poverty ridden community. Second would be the cooperative movement, where you have the shareholders as well as the matching grant, as well as the funding from many various sources. There also the rate of interest will not be like a Malahan Committee report or RB rate of interest. The people who want to come out of the poverty can get a loan at a very affordable prices, which is even less than the bank rate, so that the people would find it more cheap, as well as they will find more profit, and that profit will always go to the family to take care of their all their needs and the amenities. The third would be the sponsoring. There are philanthropists nowadays. Even there are people wanting to help the poor, but they don't know the mechanism and they don't know the intermediaries or mechanism through which they could operate it. Though, so the sponsor will be, it's nothing but a referral, and the rate of interest will be bare minimum, and the people who are involved in it will also be paid at the minimum rate of interest or minimum rate, or it could be like inflation. So finally the community, instead of getting higher interest, or instead of paying the higher amount of margin to the bank or other institutions, they will be exempted by paying the higher rate of interest like 26 or 36 percentage. So it will always be the beneficial for both mutual operator as well as the borrower. So that's one of the movement, cooperative movement, has been sponsoring. Then international grants. So sometimes international people want to support the poor community in your particular region or country, where they want to plough, and again they want to see the revolving, and that entire money will be always given for rotation rolling over among the community, which will be governed by the federation with the administrative support extended by the NGO. And the CSR people, especially, they have one of the agenda, because out of our millennium goals, they want to support SDG goal. Also, they would like to support to bring out the people or bring down the people from the poverty stricken. So that international grant will always be given, and they will have their own mechanism, ensure that whether it has been really impacted or whether milestones have been achieved, and whether the objective is also be met out. So all those things will be governed by them, and finally the community will be again empowered, and moreover they will also have the financial exclusion services as well as inclusion services to move further and further. And when you move upon this venture capital, there are capitalists, they would want to go for strengthening the people with adequate skill, adequate capital required for their activities, as well as to reach their sustainability by way of giving different exposure, different environmental things. So that could also be one of the ideal funding. Then again, the cloud funding, because when you have outreach, say about thousands or 10,000s, about a lakh, the people venture or people activity can be shown, can be disseminated to different cards, different blocks. either through the social media blocking or maybe like your medium approaches. So this media will bring a lot of investors, especially taking care of the poor who are really struggling to come out from their day to day as well as the business commitments. And the last would be about eighth point would be like a equity. Equity is a fund which sometime it will be like a zero cost, or sometimes they want to extend their credit facility for the beneficial of the rural as well as the poor urban poverty segments. Sometimes they'll also ensure that the impact will be so many people will be skilled and so many people will be given adequate financial inclusion service programs, and through their efficiency they will apply the different business ethics and business models and business motives to earn a sufficient amount of profit, so that they will not only move from the feasibility viability, one day they will also be in the sustainable positions. See, these are all known as ideal funding for MFI when they serve for the poor clients. So, if at all any clarifications or more details required, let us sort it out for more discussions, and you can contact me for any more further inquiries in this record. Thanks for listening.